Say hello to Mr. Noodle. This guy's getting a makeover because, I mean, he's cheap and easy, but he's a little bit meh. We're gonna add 3 types of ingredients to transform this ramen into something delicious and satisfying. Here's the 3 categories we're going to add. Number 1, some protein. Protein is going to give us amazing flavor and texture, and most importantly, it's going to make us feel full and eliminate any cravings. You have your choice of meat, like cooked chicken, beef, pork, any of those would work. You could use fish or shrimp or seafood. You can use eggs, and any way you want to cook those eggs, soft, hard. You want to fry it up. You want to use an egg drop style soup where you beat an egg and then slowly drizzle it into the soup. Or you can use tofu or edamame. You could use beans, peas, chickpeas, or nuts. The second category we want to add are vegetables. You can use either fresh veggies like this, just look at the color on that, or you could use frozen veggies like corn, peas, beans, carrots, whatever you've got. You can also use leafy greens. I've got some spinach. You could use fresh or frozen. Bok choy or any of the Asian type greens would be fantastic as well. The trick with veggies is knowing when to add what type of veggies. Now, I've prepared a handy dandy chart for you, which you can find at gettystewart.com, to help you figure out when do I add the different veggies. When it comes to something like a carrot, my preferred method is to grate those carrots, and that makes them really quick cooking. So now you can add those grated carrots right at the very, very end. Just heat them through slightly and you have beautiful color, great flavor, extra nutrients. When it comes to snap peas, so you could leave them whole and put them in, or snow peas would be even quicker cooking, or you can give them a nice julienne. So nice thin strips. Now that would be a lovely addition to any ramen soup. Now the third type of ingredient that we want to add are our flavor makers and seasonings. Here are my top 10 favorites. Number 1 are the aromatics, so your onions, your shallots, your garlic. Saute those up a little bit before you add your broth, and amazing flavor. And of course, don't forget your ginger, your hot peppers. I also like having a little sriracha or homemade hot sauce. It is just a beautiful finishing touch for ramen soup. Sesame oil and sesame seeds are another important flavor maker. You can use your sesame oil to begin. So I'm adding a little bit to my pot so I can saute my aromatics and my mushrooms, and you can use it to drizzle on just before you're serving the soup. Mushrooms, they're gonna add that umami flavor that we're looking for. Chop them small. If you love mushrooms, keep them big. Now saute them in your sesame seed oil. Another way to get a little bit more umami flavor and a little bit of creaminess in your soup is to use miso paste. Our mushrooms have browned nicely, so I'm adding our aromatics. This time I'm using ginger and garlic. I don't want to burn them, so I'm going to add 3 cups of water right away. Some people say throw out the packet and use soup stock, and I say use the packet, but if you want to use other soup stock, you go right ahead. I'm just going to be over here using the seasoning packet. Soy sauce, it just adds amazing salty umami flavor. So about a tablespoon of soy sauce. Acid is another amazing flavor maker that you want to add to just about any soup in the world. Actually any sauce, any soup, because it just livens up the flavor of everything else. Just a splash. Of course, you want to add some herbs. Think about the flavors that you're trying to promote in the soup. Today I'm going to finish it off with a little cilantro and of course green onions. Now for a really great twist, add some seaweed snacks, and those also will give that great umami flavor. Teeny tiny little flakes for little flavor bombs. You tell me in the comments below what other flavor makers, seasonings you love with your ramen. Our broth is boiling, time to add the ramen. Give it just a minute and then you can unfold that ramen book. I'm gonna add my veggies. I'm gonna save a few to garnish the top. With just a few seconds left, I'm going to add my spinach. Ladle it up, add your eggs, your veggies, your green onions, sesame seeds, hot pepper flakes, hot sauce, sesame oil, and voila, ready to serve. And of course, you gotta slurp when you eat ramen. So good.